current. Okay? This choice can be partly attributed to the ease with which type of power can be generated, transformed, and used. Okay? So, here we will be having a setup. No? Makikita ninyo, this is a power plant system generation. So, ito yung part ng power generating system which is connected to a transmission system. No, ready for distribution na ito. Okay? So, ang didesign natin dito, ito lang portion ng power generating system. Okay? Yung transmission system is being left, no, for electrical engineers. Likewise, yan, meron din tayong power generation, no, transmission, and distribution. Okay? So, yan yung setup natin in order to reach your customers. Pero sabi ko nga, we have our power utilities, no, wherein doon tayo bumibili ng kuryente. No, example, best example is Meralco. There are other power cooperatives, no, which are being considered, no, in the country. Okay, so ganyan yung setup natin. We have your power plants, your transmission substation, your transmission lines, okay, so on and so forth. Okay, so of course, sabi nga, generation of electric power is processed whereby energy is transformed into an electrical form. Okay, and there are several transformation processes among which are chemical, photovoltaic, and electromechanical. Okay, so meron tayong tinatawag na electromechanical energy conversion, which is converting energy from coal, petroleum, ito yung mga oil-based products natin, natural gas, uranium, into electrical energy. Okay? So yan yung gusto nating malaman or magamit. Sabi natin, we need prime mover, okay, to run our power plant or to convert, no, to convert your heat energy into mechanical energy. Or basically, this prime mover are used, no, for generating or for producing mechanical energy. Once we produce mechanical energy, so we can convert that into electrical energy. Okay? So meron tayong mga steam turbine which are being used in a coal-based power plant, yung steam power plant natin. No, we use boiler to produce steam. No, we use steam turbine, no, to run your which is being used, the steam is being used to run the steam turbine. Of course, we have your gas turbine, no? So gumagamit tayo dito ng mga natural gas, okay, as our fuel. As example for combined cycle gas turbine power plant, ito yung nasa Santa Rita natin. We are recipient of Santa Rita combined cycle gas turbine power plant, even San Gabriel and San Lorenzo. Okay? So we utilize yung natural gas which is being produced from Malampaya, no, gas field, no? So meron tayong Palawan Basin, doon natin dinidrill yung ating natural gas, no? Then it will be transported dun sa ating onshore processing plant in Tabangao. And then after that, it will be distributed to the power plants here in Batangas City. So meron tayo dito sa Santa Rita and then in Ilihan. Doon sa Ilihan natin we have the so-called Kelco. Ngayon ay hindi na siya Kelco, no? Nung kasi ay kaya ay naging Kepco at Kelco. This is a Korean electric power. Okay? Yun yung investor doon. They utilize the same setup, yung combined cycle. They use natural gas. Okay? And then after 20 years, no, yan ang sinasabi natin na it is being transferred to the government, but the government opted to sell this power plant to San Miguel Corporation. SMC na ngayon yung nag-ooperate niya. Basically, yung setup natin dito sa Philippines in the construction of a power plant, we do consider the BOT scheme. No, mahirap ang Pilipinas, mahirap na bansa ang Pilipinas, cannot afford to invest $1 billion to construct power plants. So obviously no, we invite foreign investors to invest their money in the Philippines for the construction of a power plant. Kaya tinatawag natin yung build. Then it is being operated by the foreign investor kagaya doon sa Ilihan, the Korean. And then after number of years of operation, we were able to get their profit. No, it will be transferred to the Philippine government. May option ang government na ipagbenta yon, maging private, no? Kaya ngayon naging San Miguel, no? Naging San Miguel na yung nag-ooperate, no? Ang may-ari noong Kelco Ilihan Power Plant. Ganyan din doon sa Macban, no? Ang Macban Geothermal Power Plant. Okay? Yan ay under the National Power Corporation din, no? Then ipinagbenta sa Aboitiz. BOT scheme din yan. The Build Operate Transfer Scheme. Okay? So we have the different types. Sabi nga natin dito, ang operating cost is one of the major thing that we need to consider, no? Para makita natin yung profitability, no? Yung profitability ng ating power plant. Okay? We have the so-called economic dispatch, no? So yung economic dispatch is basically reducing the cost of operation. No, ito yung ino-optimize natin yung operating cost through minimization. We minimize operating cost in order to maximize our profit. Likewise, we have the emission dispatch. This is something to do with minimization of environmental issues, yung pollutants, yung carbon footprints that are being associated during the operation of power plants, particularly if you are dealing with non-renewable energy. If you are dealing with fossil fuels, so obviously there are environmental issues. There is adverse environmental effect or impact to the environment na nagkakaroon tayo ng ozone depletion because of the greenhouse gases. Okay? Emission of greenhouse gases, one of which is yung carbon dioxide, no? Which causes ozone depletion, causes global warming, at nagkakaroon tayo ng climate change. So yan yung cause. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng mga global warming and climate change at the moment. Okay? This is also the reason why the government is now promoting the use of renewable energy. But if you are going to take a look, still the country or the Philippines is largely dependent on the use of coal, no? Petroleum-based products, okay, natural gas, no? Which are considered non-renewable energy. Small portion only are taken from renewable energy. Yung sa solar, sa wind, okay, sa hydro, on geothermal. Okay? So nakikita natin na hindi pa tayo pwedeng mag-shift 100% sa renewable energy. Okay? Hindi pa ready. So we have to consider the different types of power plants. Okay, yan nga. We have the base load power plants, which is being operated at maximum output. Usually this is operated 24/7, no, 100% siya. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ka nagka-problem yung base load power plant mo, nagkakaroon tayo ng massive brownouts. Okay. So, meron tayong base load power plant at ang nagiging basis natin is basically yung operating cost. We wanted to minimize yung operating cost if it is considered as a base load power plant because this is operating 24/7. Okay? So, maraming mga nagko-qualify, no? Meron tayong still coal, fuel, even nuclear, geothermal, hydro, biomass, and combined cycle natural gas plant. Okay? And then, meron tayong tinatawag na peaking power plants or peaking load power plants, simply peak load power plants. Okay? So, ito naman, ino-operate mo lang during times of peak demand. No? Pag hindi na kaya ng base load power plant mo, no? You operate your peak load power plants, yung peaking power plants. Usually, it runs 3 to 5 hours only. So, doon mo bubuhayin yung iyong peak load power plants, no, 10 to 15%. Kung 100% yung base load power plant operating 100%, yun ay 10 to 15% only at most. Okay? So in countries with widespread air conditioning, demand peaks around middle of the afternoon. Typical peaking power plants may start up a couple of hours before this point and shut down a couple of hours after. No? Duration of operation for peaking plants varies from a good portion of the waking day to only a couple dozen hours per year. Okay? So meron din tayong pwedeng sabihin na hydro can be considered as a peaking load power plant, no? A gas turbine, no? Yung Kalayaan Hydroelectric Power Plant in Caliraya, Laguna, no? This is being operated as a peak load power plant. Yun ang example. Yung Kalayaan Hydroelectric Power Plant in Caliraya, Laguna. Okay? So, we can consider also yung natural gas. Depende. And then, finally, we have your load following plant. Basically, this is considered as a mid-merit. This is in between the base load and the peaking load. No? Yung base natin and then the peak and then in the middle, ito yung load following. Ang sabi nga dito, it adjusts its power output as demand for electricity fluctuates throughout the day. So siya yung nag-a-adjust. Okay? Kung hindi kayang isatisfy ng base load at the same time ng iyong peaking power plants, then meron tayong load following power plant. Yun ang term sa kanya, load following power plants, the mid-merit plants. Okay? Load following plants are typically in between base load and peaking power plants in efficiency, speed of startup and shutdown, okay, construction cost of electricity, and capacity factor. Okay? So, load following plants run during the day and early evening. Okay, yeah. So these are some of examples of load following power plants. Okay? So, titingnan mo ngayon if you are going to do your design, no? Let's say yung design mo, yung capstone design project, siya ba ay i-consider mo as a base load power plant? No? Ano yung capacity? Siyempre, pag base load power plant, mas malaki ang capacity niyan. No? Pag ba siya ay peaking power plant, ano lang ang capacity niya? Siyempre, mas maliit. Kasi hindi ka naman pwedeng malaki yung capacity mo pero iraran mo lang for 3 hours or 5 hours. Kasi yan ay yung parang pang-ano lang. Kung para bagang ikaw ay kumain, gutom ka pa, no? Kumain ka ng isang biskwit, pandagdag busog para masatisfy yung iyong tiyan. Oh, ganun din 'yan, no? Kaya peaking, sa peak load, kulang yung supply ng base load, no? So dadagdagan mo. Okay? Or yung bang iyong i-design na power plant is considered as a loading or a load following power plant. So you have to decide and you have to categorize yung inyong power plant, no? Depending on the capacity. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, you're going to come up with your design project proposal, no? Do you have your groupings now? Nakapag-grupo na baga kayo? Where are the group listing?
Meron na po, sir.
Yan. So, ipoprovide niyo sa akin yung list at ayaw ko na maya't maya ay may nagpapalitan. Once na
Okay.
ibigay ninyo sa akin, immediately, that would be your fixed groupings. No?
Okay po.
I give you the pleasure, no, na kayo ang maggrupo sa inyong sarili so that you are comfortable enough to work with one another. Okay? And I am hoping that you come up with a very good design at the end of the semester. No? Wala na kayong pwedeng sabihin na you were not able to work in group kasi magkaiba yung gusto ninyo. Tapat ka sa ibang member na hindi mo feel. No? Dapat doon ka napatapat sa iyong crush para ikaw ay motivated. So kayo ang pumili ng inyong kagrupo. So I hope ay kayo ay mag-work, no, as a team. Because one of the skills that we need to address in this capstone design project ay yung teamwork. Kaya meron tayong collaborative learning. No, you work collaboratively. Sabi nga, this is a team endeavored activity and it is expected for you to come up with a design of a power plant system. No? Yan. So, dito, meron tayong mga different types ng power plant. The gas turbine power plant. Meron tayong diesel and gas engine power plant. Hydro. Yan, hydro can be one of your capstone design project, no? Topic, pwede kayo mag-focus sa hydro because this is renewable energy. Even you have your coal-based power plants are basically non-renewable, no? Non-renewable. And then we have nuclear power plants. Take note, in the Philippines, no? Nag-close yung ating Bataan nuclear power plant way back in the early 90s because of some issues, no? Environmental issues, no? Yung public ano natin dito na i-close yung power plant because of public safety. Okay? So ngayon, alam ba ninyo yung nuclear power plant, yung Bataan nuclear power plant, no? Hindi na siya nag-ooperate ngayon. But parang ang lately there is some initiative, no, by the government na to assess, no, to assess the operationability and applicability and safety of the power plant because they wanted to operate it, no? So at the moment, the nuclear power plant is being used for instructional purposes. No, they accommodate the students, no, for plant observation, may mga plant tour pumupunta diyan dati. No, before pandemic, ilang batch na yun ng power plant design students, no? Kami nagpunta doon sa Bataan and we observe yung components ng nuclear power plant. No, ngayon wala nang field trip, no? Hindi na ako nag-organize ng field trip. The reason why there is no such components sa syllabus yung plant observation kasi mahirap mag asikaso at mag-ayos niyang field trip sa sobrang dami. No, ang dami kasing hinihingi ng company, no? Pero kahapon nag-survey ako doon sa section 3 sino ang gusto mag field trip. Ang dami agad nag-say yes. Sino dito ang gusto mag-field trip? Pupunta sa Ilocos. Anyway, yan, ayaw naman ninyo, so wag na nating ituloy. Kaya hindi na kumbaga nakalagay yan sa syllabus natin that we will be conducting plant observation or plant tour. No. Before, no, yan ay laging kasama sa syllabus, pumupunta sa Ilocos, doon sa Pagudpud, Windmill, no? Even in Baguio, even in Bicol region or Bataan. Yan. So yan yung mga pinupuntahan before pandemic. Okay? So meron tayong mga reactors that are being used for nuclear power plants. Okay? So performance evaluation, design and performance evaluation of these power plants will be discussed completely doon sa sadyang topic niya. These are some introductory information, no, para doon sa mga setup natin ng mga power plants. Okay, but then meron tayo ditong i-stop ko muna ha. Okay, paki-ano lang ha ninyo, paki-signal lang ako kung napapakinig ninyo itong audio ng video. Okay? So, nakikita ninyo yung screen ko.
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay. Napapakinig yung audio? May napapakinig kayong audio?
Wala po, sir.
Wala pa rin?
Wala pa rin po, sir.
Wala pa rin po, sir.
Hindi pa rin? Hindi napapakinig?
Hindi po, sir.
Hindi po, sir.
Hello po, sir. Sadya po bang hindi po audible ang video po?
Ano, iba ang Sandali lang. Yan. Okay, so napapakinig ninyo ako?
Yes po,
Yes po,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so nakikita ninyo itong screen ko.
Yes po.
So ito yung energy statistics natin. Year 2021, this is the Philippine generation mix megawatt hour. So makita ninyo dito na very small lang yung renewable energy. Okay? Solar is 1.4, no? Percent, yung hydro natin. Yung hydro is 8.7%. Ang geothermal natin is 10.1%. Okay? So you will consider say yung wind natin very small is 1.2%. 1.2%. And then makikita natin dito na we are largely dependent dun sa coal which is 58.5%, no? The natural gas is 7.6% and oil base is 1.5%. Mapapansin mo from 2002 to 2021, no? Continuously increasing yung paggamit natin ng coal. Okay? So halos hindi nadadagdagan, halos constant lang yung use ng ating hydro, and then nadagdagan lang ng kaunting solar and wind, no? Sa 2016, no? 2015, 2016, yan, lately lang tayo gumamit ng ating solar and wind energy. Okay? So ito yung mga megawatt generation, no? Sa solar, we have 4.4%. Sa wind is 427 megawatt only, which comprise 1.6 of the total. Sa solar naman ay 1,317 megawatt, which is 4.9%. And then the biomass, or even in the biomass natin, we got 489 megawatt and 1% only. In hydro, sa hydro natin, we have 3,752 megawatt, no? Yan yung installed capacity ha. We are referring on the installed capacity, which is 14%. Okay? If you're going to take a look on the coal, we have 11,669 megawatt, which comprise 43% with the highest, no, capacity. Likewise, meron tayong natural gas, the oil base, and geothermal. 7.2%, only 1,928 megawatts. No? So, yan yung ating data, current data. No? I will be giving you this link. No? Kasi gagamitin ninyo yan sa inyong design data and information. No? Sa paggagawa rin ninyo ng inyong rational dun sa inyong design project proposal, you're going to take a look on the current energy situation in the country. No? Since you will be dealing with the design of this renewable energy, so ano yung magiging ano mo dito? Share. Say for example, solar, biomass, hydro, or even geothermal or the wind. The wind. Okay? So, ito yung mga peak demand natin, no? Okay? So, sa Luzon, okay, yan, take note, from 2005 to 2020, okay? And then the monthly peak demand, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, okay? And then the energy consumption. Makikita natin, no? Kasi meron nga tayong tatlong major customers sa isang na target natin, supplyan or distribution, utilization. Nariyan yung residential, commercial, and industrial. Okay? So meron tayo ding, siyempre, may system loss tayo, yung own use and others. Okay? So industrial comprised of 26, residential is 33% kasi if you are going to total, no, yung residential natin, mas marami compared with the industrial and commercial. Pero take note, halos nagkakaano sila. And then, of course, yung electrification, Philippine household electrification system, no? In the Calabarzon, okay, mapapansin natin yung percentage of energization, okay, in all regions of the country. Okay. So, the 2019 Philippine energy mix, okay, no? So, meron tayong 106 terawatt hour, okay, with the use of coal, which is equivalent to 54.6%, no? Followed by natural gas, which is 21.1%. And then meron tayong tinatawag na geothermal, 10.1%. The hydro is 7.6%. Okay? And then oil base is 3.5%. Ito yung mga petroleum base. And then the solar is 1.2%. The biomass and the wind comprise of 1% only. Okay? So yan yung Philippine generation mix, energy mix, okay, currently. So makikita rin ninyo dito ano ba yung actual production, okay? From coal hanggang from 2002 to 2021. Mapapansin mo dito na from 2002 wala pa tayong biomass, solar, wind. So nagsimula yung solar sa 2005, okay? Hanggang present. Ang biomass nagsimula lang siya 2009. Okay? So ito yung buong country and then categorized into Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Okay? So meron din tayo ditong energy development plan, no? Makikita natin dito ano ba yung plan ng government, no? Pwede kayo ditong yan, Philippine Energy Plan 2017 to 2040. Meron din tayo ditong Renewable Energy Plan and Programs kasi ito yung focus ninyo. You can download this one also. Na-open ba ninyo yung ano, yung link?
Yes po, sir.
Opo, sir.
So these are some of the data, hindi lang ngayon maano. These are some of the data that can be used for your design rationalization. Okay. Yan. So dito meron tayong first assessment, no? Yung assessment ano tayo dito at ito ay gagawin ngayon ninyo, no? So susulat ninyo diyan, naririyan yan sa inyong manual, no? And then you are going to submit your email, no, to me, your output. dito sa email address na ito. And then, pag tayo ay nag-face-to-face, you will submit the hard copy. No? Yung hard copy isasubmit ninyo. Pero yung scan copy ngayon, no? Sasubmit ninyo. Para alam ko kung kayo gumawa. Naintindihan?
Yes po, sir.
Sige, go. Kung hindi ninyo na lahat yung video, napakarami ditong video na pwede ninyong panoorin, no, about non-renewable and renewable energy sources. Sabi nga dito sa ating slides, there are 6 major renewable energy sources in the Philippines: solar, geothermal, wind, hydro, biomass, and ocean. Okay? Ito yung plan ng government to utilize. Okay? Ito naman yung currently non-renewable. Ito yung oil products, natural gas, and coal. Okay? So yan yung ating Philippine energy mix. No?